Taylor Lewan of the Tennessee Titans. Go Blue, sir. How are you, Taylor?
Hey, I'm good. Go Blue, Rich. Go Blue.
So let's start right off the bat with the question that I was asking, because it looks like.
Are we talking about Pirates?
Well, sure.
Pirates?
What about Pirates, Taylor? Do you have any thoughts on the Pirate situation?
Well, just listening over before I was segued into this whole thing.
Nice.
Like since last time.
Oh my gosh.
No, you're calling people out, cutting mics and stuff, man. You got to be good to the voice.
Interesting. It's interesting cutting mics because you're cutting in and out on us, Taylor. I mean, what's going on with
Am I cutting in?
Yeah, you got to. I mean, where are you driving right now? Where are you driving that you couldn't? You couldn't be on a landline for the Rich Eisen show. You're driving home.
Give me a second.
Ah.
Okay. Can you hear?
Where are you? Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. 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 That's
much better.
That's
so
the
I had
Taylor
you on Bluetooth. Just science and the technology does not work with me. I apologize.
But I also don't want you to get a ticket for not being hands-free here, Taylor.
No. I'm all right. I'm okay. I think we're going to be all right, boys.
Okay. So what do you think of, here's the thing. I think that the league should have some sort of spring league for young offensive linemen to learn technique and get up to speed for the speed of the game, because I'm seeing some line play dreadful because maybe your guys aren't in pads enough across the league. What do you think, Taylor?
I think that's a tough thing to do because, I mean, what do you put it? You draft the guy in April and then you put him in a spring league. That spring league is really their first OTAs. I mean, it's hard enough as a rookie coming in and trying to digest an offensive playbook, let alone say, hey, we need you to go here and start planning with these guys right away immediately. There's a lot of growing pains when you first come to the NFL, but that's kind of, I think that's more like college's job. If you have guys that are NFL capable, you need to kind of get them up to speed. Like, hey, this is the pass set. This is how you use your hands in a pass set. Yes, this is Von Miller. He's terrifying. Do your best. Those types of things.
But it's not just for guys that have just been drafted. It's maybe for some of the undrafteds that didn't get a gig, didn't get a job, that keep them.
Yeah.
Kurt Warner played for the Amsterdam Admirals once upon a time. He's now got a bust in Canton. So I'm just saying that there's got to be, some help that's needed instead of moving a left guard to right tackle as the Giants had to do last night. Maybe they have a better right tackle that's second in the depth chart because somebody's had some time getting better elsewhere.
Well, if the numbers are so small in the NFL, like why not flip up the roster to 63 guys instead of 53 guys and have more of a depth chart, have more competition there possibly.
Would you be up for
that?
I'm
just spitballing. Spitballing. I have no idea. I'm not trying to lose a job here.
No, I was about to say, but I'm spitballing with you because it just, again, we may not be talking about this in October, November, because you guys will have had enough snaps under your belts, your figurative belts. But let's move on to the Tennessee Titans right now here, Taylor. What did happen against the Raiders that you were able to rectify against the Jaguars?
I think it was just finishing drives is the biggest thing. We went in and it started off a slow first half for both teams, and we knew we had a big thing to digest, a lot of stuff to take care of because the week before the Jags had 10 sacks. And so our goal is to limit them to no more than one sack, and that's what we ended up doing. They're a great defensive front, and I think at the end of the day, Mike Mularkey, our head coach, he kind of put the O-line in the driver's seat and said, we're going to win or lose based on you guys. And we were able to get the job done. It's just a matter of consistently doing that week in and week out.
Is Murray banged up? Is he healthy? Best you can tell me, Taylor?
I don't know what happened. I heard it was a hamstring or something like that. To be honest with you, I don't know enough to even talk about it, but that's one of the good things about having the depth that we do at the running back position. I mean, we got two other guys that can really run the ball, and when DeMarco's ready to come back, he's going to take and see what we can do.
Uh-oh, your Bluetooth kicked in again, man. You're just an It did.
What is happening? I feel like I'm just. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. We're good. We're good. Just stick with it. Stick with the Bluetooth and just stay right there.
I'm not. The scary thing is I wasn't even messing with it. So right now my truck's doing whatever it wants.
It's technology. It's alive. The truck's alive. We'll call it Mason Bluetooth with Taylor Lewan of the Tennessee Titans here. Thanks so much. Here on the Rich Eisen Show. Okay, so now it's interesting how you said to telling offensive linemen, young offensive linemen, this is what this technique is. That's what that one. That's Von Miller. He's scary. Here come the Seattle Seahawks this weekend. There's a lot of scary guys, to use that phrase. What are you thinking about prior to this big matchup between you and Seattle in your house this weekend?
Yeah, those guys, they can all rush the passer. I think that's what that defensive front is built on, is just trying to get to the quarterback. And the best way to stop a team from getting to the quarterback is running the ball well. And if you can run the ball well and get into third and manageables, then we should be able to keep them at bay and everything. But, our offensive line, I feel like we're really clicking right now. Everybody's on the same page. It's a really good group of guys. As you've seen in the offseason, we do hang out. We get after it pretty good, and I think, it's a work hard, play hard mentality with the boys, and we're pretty excited about it.
Well, I got to be honest with you. As somebody who drafted Marcus Mariota in my fantasy league, you're getting me concerned talking about running this much, Taylor. I mean, what about the passing game here with your guy?
Well, Marcus can run too. You're all right. Marcus can run too.
Okay.
And you know what? He can swing it as well. I think we had a really good 50-50 in the Jacksonville game. Marcus had some great throws. We had some good running game towards the end of the game going. So I think you're in for a treat. I think this will be a good game for anybody that wants to watch it.
Okay. What about celebrations for the offensive line and the relaxed celebration rules? We saw one O-lineman, I forget who it was, for the Atlanta Falcons, create a hoop through which Devontae Freeman shot a free throw. Is there anything going on there with you, Taylor, and the rest of your team?
To go on that hoop thing, that was Andy Levitri, who also played for the Tennessee Titans when I first got here.
Yep.
And if you notice, Freeman, when he shot it, Andy had to move his hoop to make sure the shot went in. So, for me, if I was the hoop, I mean, you got to play the hoop. A hoop doesn't move in the real life. You know what I'm saying? So if you miss a shot, you miss a shot. I'm not moving for you, bud.
Are you saying Murray or Henry attempting it with draw iron? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying my face is backboard, and you should use it if you're really that worried about it, because I'm not moving. If it's going to be off to the left, you're hitting rim and it's going out, and your celebration is downhill, bud.
What is there? Could now understand this? Not allowed to use props, so catfish cannot happen. Taylor, be careful here.
It can happen. It's just a fine. So who knows? I think we haven't necessarily choreographed anything yet, but I think if the time ever comes,
right,
we'll be prepared. We'll be prepared as hopefully your eyes are on it, Rich.
Okay. Now, before I let you go with you and your Bluetooth in your truck into that Tennessee afternoon, I am concerned, to say the least, about Michigan at Purdue this weekend, based on what I've seen over the last couple of weeks from our alma mater at home. 3-0 is 3-0. I don't see any pictures in the standings or the rankings. What say you, Taylor, about what you've seen from Michigan football over the first 3 weeks going into Purdue?
I think it's hard to evaluate playing Air Force because of the offense they run. It's just that it's a funky deal. It's hit and miss. So with Purdue, unless Drew Brees is at quarterback, Purdue's Purdue to me. You know what I'm saying? We're going to the Big Ten play. Harbaugh's got it down. The boys are going to figure it out.
Okay.
We got a decent offensive line going. The defense, offensive line's killing it. Defense is doing great. I'm thinking we're going to be all right. Okay.
Are you speaking to any of the O-linemen at all, Taylor? You have any contact, relationships with them?
I haven't spoken to any of them. Most of the guys that I play with are either now in the NFL or have moved on into the real world. Okay. But for me, I think Mason Cole is one offensive lineman. I actually hosted him on his visit. Okay. And I think if he plays out this whole season, he'll actually set the record for most starts out of any offensive lineman in the history of the University of Michigan. Okay. So you like look, I love what I'm seeing from the team. I saw what out of Florida. Last couple of weeks, it was up and down, and you know what it's like going on the road in the Big Ten. And Purdue just wants to put a maize and blue pelt on the wall, and I know Jim knows that. But I appreciate your confidence. I'll take it. Yeah, I will say this about Purdue. You know, they're better. They have new uniforms, a new sense of confidence, whatever. But at the end of the day, I just think it's going to. If anything, it comes down to coaching, and I think we have that. Got it. Well, you don't have to say that twice to me. All right, Taylor. Thanks for the call. Appreciate it. Good luck against Seattle. Stay in touch. We'll chat down the line. Okay. All right, fellas. Have a good day. You got it. That's Taylor Lewan. The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience. Isn't it amazing you can download an app with your thumbprint? You should download our app with your thumbprint.